Hi guys, welcome to my next tutorial. Today I would like to show you how to crochet the beautiful pineapple doily with a flower in the center of this doily. For this tutorial you will need crochet hook 1.75 millimeters and 4 colors of crochet thread yarn in size 10. For this tutorial I use purple, a little bit of yellow color, red and white. This tutorial I will split for few parts because it's taking quite a long time. I would like to be sure that everyone can make it. We have to take our first color and our work we need to start by making slip knot and then chain of 3. 1, 2 and 3. Into the third chain, so actually to the first one, we have to make 12 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. At the end of our round we have to make a slip stitch into the top of chain 3. The chain 3 is a count as a first double crochet. After that, chain 1 into the same stitch as we've done chain 1, we have to make single crochet, then chain 2, and then we are going to the next stitch, 1 single crochet and chain 2, into the next stitch, 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, and we have to repeat it all the way around. One single crochet and then chain 2. At the end of our round we have to make a slip stitch into the first single crochet as we've done on this row, and we should have 12 chain 2 spaces. Now we can fasten off and cut the yarn because now we will use the second color. Now we have to take the second color, and by making single crochet we have to join in any chain 2 space. So first I will do chain 1 and then single crochet into the chain 2 space, so not into the stitch. And now after first single crochet I am making chain of 2, then single crochet into the same chain 2 space and another chain 2. Now I am going to the next chain 2 space and I have to make single crochet, chain 2, 1 and 2, then one more single crochet into the same chain 2 space and then chain of 2. And again into the, we are going to the next chain 2 space, we have to make single crochet, then chain 2, another single crochet, then chain 2, and we have to repeat our pattern in each chain 2 space all the way around. So single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, I am going to the next one, single crochet, chain 2, then single crochet, chain 2. At the end of our round we have to make slip stitch into the single crochet, and now we can fasten off and cut the yarn. Now we will use the third color. I will grab the red one, and now we have to start working in the behind of our round. We will work from behind. We need to put our crochet hook from the back and then on the next chain 2 space. So we have to join by making single crochet or slip stitch, then chain 1 and single crochet, and after that we have to make chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we are going to the next into the same hole as we finish from back, and then we have to put our crochet hook to the next hole, grab the yarn, make single crochet, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and exactly the same. We have to put our crochet hook into the same hole from the back and then into the next one from the front. We have to take the yarn through both loops and then make single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We are going to the same hole from the front back, then to the next one, chain 2 space from the front, make single crochet, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So at the end you should have 12 chain 3 spaces. At the end of our round we have to make a slip stitch into the first single crochet, and now slip stitch into the first chain 3 space. Now we have to make chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Into the same chain 3 space we have to work 4 treble crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then at the end slip stitch into the same chain 3 space. So as you can see, we've done first petal, and now we have to make exactly the same in each chain 3 space. So we have to start by making slip stitch into the next one, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 treble crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4 and slip stitch into the same chain 2 space, chain 3 space. We are going to the next one, slip stitch, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 treble crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then slip stitch at the end into the same chain 2 space. So repeat this pattern all the way around, and at the end you should have 12 petals. When we've done the last one petal, now we don't need to join. This time we have to make chain 2. This is not count as any stitch, and we are going to the first 2 spaces. So we have to put our crochet hook from the back and then from the front, the same as we've done before. We need to make single crochet and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we are going to the next hole, and then we have to put crochet hook from the front and then from the back, make single crochet and again chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. We are going to the next one, and we have to make exactly the same. Single crochet, chain 4, 2, 3, 4, then into the next. So this is actually space between 2 petals, single crochet, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way around. So at the end we should have 12 chain 4 spaces. Okay, so when we've done the last chain 4 space, we have to make a slip stitch into the first one, and now we will start making the petals. So our work, we have to start by making chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3, and into the same chain 4 space we have to work 6 treble crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then slip stitch at the end. Now we are going to the next chain 4 space. We have to start by making slip stitch, then chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, then 6 treble crochets again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, and then at the end slip stitch. And the same in each chain 4 space all the way around. Slip stitch, chain 3, then 6 treble crochets, slip stitch at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and slip stitch. Next round we have to start by making chain 2, 1 and 2, and now we have to work on the back between second and third treble crochet, and we have to put our crochet hook into the 2 treble crochets and into the loop on chain 4 space. Now we have to make single crochet and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We are going to the next petal and we have to make exactly the same. So we have to find second and third treble crochet, we have to put crochet hook between those and into the between 2 treble crochets and into the loop as we've done chain 4 space. Single crochet and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to the next petal and we have to make exactly the same. Single crochet, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the next petal. Single crochet, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exactly the same into the next one. So as you can see, we have to work on the chain 4 space as we worked the treble crochets on the previous row. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and I will show you one more time. You have to put crochet hook between treble crochets and then on the chain 4 space. Single crochet and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have to repeat it all the way around. At the end we have to make slip stitch into the first chain 5 space, and we should have now 12 chain 5 spaces. After that we have to make chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and now 8 treble crochets into the same chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Then again chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch into the same stitch. Now we are going to the next chain 5 space, chain slip stitch, then chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, 8 treble crochets again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch into the same chain 5 space. And again we have to go to the next chain 5 space, slip stitch, and we have to repeat our pattern all the way around. And next round, round number 10, we have to start by making chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is not count as any stitch. And now we have to go between 1, 2, 3, 4th and 5th treble crochet. So we have to put crochet hook between those two, and we have to work on the chain 5 space. So we need to make single crochet, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to the next petal and we have to make exactly the same. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, between 4th and 5th, single crochet and chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We are going to the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will show you one more time, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we have to put crochet hook between two on the chain 5 space, then single crochet and chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to repeat it all the way around. At the end we have to make a slip stitch into the first chain 5 space, then we can fasten off and cut the yarn. Now we have to take the white color of the yarn on crochet thread and we have to join in any chain 5 space. So I will make chain 1 and then single crochet, but this is not count as any stitch at the moment. And now we have to start working on the V-stitch. So we need to make chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3. This is count as a first double crochet, then chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. This will be our chain 3 space, and into the same chain 5 space we have to make one more double crochet. So we've done a shell chain 3 as a double crochet, another chain 3 as a chain 3 space, and then double crochet. Now we have to make chain of 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we are going to the next chain 5 space. We need to make another V-stitch, so double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and another double crochet, chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to the next chain 5 space, and again we have to make V-stitch, double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and double crochet, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are going to the next chain 5 space, and we need to make another V-stitch, double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and another double crochet. So we have to repeat this pattern in each chain 5 space all the way around. At the end of our round, when we've done the last chain 4, we have to make slip stitch into the third chain, so into the top of our first double crochet. Now we will start working in a V-stitch, so we have to make a slip stitch into the chain 3 space, and we will start working shells. Into the first V-stitch we will work small shell, so we have to start by making chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then 1 double crochet, then chain of 2, 1 and 2 and then 2 more double crochet, 1 and 2. After that we have to make chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next V-stitch we will work big shell, so we have to make 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the next V-stitch we have to make small shell, so 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain of 2, 1 and 2 and 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to the next V-stitch, and again in this V-stitch we have to make big shell, so 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, again chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have to repeat our pattern. So now small shell, then big shell. At the end of this round we should have 6 small shells and 6 big shells. At the end of our round we have to make a slip stitch into the top of chain 3, then we have to make a slip stitch into the chain 2 space, and we have to make small shell into the chain 2 space from the previous round. So chain of 3, then double crochet, chain of 2 and 2 more double crochets into the same chain 2 space. So we've done shell into the shell from the previous row. Chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3, And now we have to go to the chain 4 space from the second shell, from the large shell, and here we have to make 13 treble crochets into that chain 4. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. We've got 13 treble crochets. Now again chain 3, 1, 2, 3. In the small shell we have to make another small shell, so 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain of 2 and 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the big shell we have to make 13 treble crochets again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Then chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the small shell we have to work again small shell, 2 double crochets, chain of 2 and another 2 double crochets, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, into the big shell, 13 treble crochets, and we have to repeat this pattern all the way around. At the end of our round we have to make a slip stitch into the top of chain 3, so into the first double crochet. Now we have to start next row, so we need to make slip stitch into the chain 2, into the center of the shell, and we have to make another shell. So we have to start by making chain 3, then double crochet, chain 2 and 2 more double crochet into the same chain 2 space. Now we have to make chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3. We are going to the first treble crochet, and into that treble crochet we have to make first treble crochet and then chain 1. We are going to the next treble crochet and we are making treble crochet as well, and chain 1. And we have to make the same in each treble crochet. So treble crochet, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1, treble crochet, chain 1. So at the end we should have you should have 13 treble crochets again and 12 chain 1 spaces. When we've done the last treble crochet, we have to make chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the shell we have to make shell again. So 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 2 and 2 more double crochets. And again chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we are going to the first treble crochet. We have to make treble crochet and then chain 1. So exactly the same as we've done here. So in each treble crochet we are making treble crochet, then chain 1, after that chain 3 into the shell. We have to make a shell. So we have to repeat this pattern all the way around. At the end of our round we have to make a slip stitch into the top of chain 3 and then into the chain 2 space, so into the center of the shell from the previous row. We have to start next row, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. In this shell we will work this time double shell, so we have to make chain 3, then double crochet, then chain 2, after that 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain of 2 again and 2 more double crochets. So basically we've got chain 3, 5 double crochets and 2 chain 2 spaces. After that chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. We are going to the first chain 1 space between 2 treble crochets. We have to make single crochet and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and exactly the same in each chain 1 space, single crochet and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 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 then again single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 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 and then last single crochet, chain 3, and now we will work into the next shell. In this shell we have to work the normal shell again, so 2 double crochets, chain 2 and then 2 double crochets again. After the shell again chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we have to repeat exactly the same as we done here. So in each chain 1 space between treble crochets we have to make single crochet, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, then single crochet, 1, 2, 3. When we've done the last single crochet and then chain 3, into the shell we have to make another shell, so 2 double crochets, then chain 2 and 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain 3 again. We have to go to the first chain 1 space between treble crochets, and we have to make exactly the same as we've done before, so single crochet and chain 3 space. And then into the next shell we have to repeat the pattern as we start our row. So we have to make in next shell double shell, then everything the same as we've done here, and into the next 2 shells we have to make just a normal shell. So after that, when we will finish, make exactly the same as on the opposite side, double shell, and then work exactly the same as we start our round. Our round we have to finish by making slip stitch into the top of chain 3 and then into the center of into the first chain 2 space, because we've done as a first double shell, so we have to make a slip stitch into the first chain 2 space, and into that chain 2 space we have to make shell. So chain 3, then double crochet, chain 2 and 2 more double crochets into the same chain 2 space. After the first shell we have to make chain of 2, 1 and 2, then we are going to the next chain 2 space and we have to make shell again. One and 2, then chain 2 and another 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. Now chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. We are going to the first chain 3 space. We have to make single crochet and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Again to the next chain 3 space, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have to make it in all chain 3 spaces, single crochet, then chain 3 in each, single crochet, chain 3.